Hey guys, I'm back and I can't wait to show you this really cool look I created using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I love this thing. It's so pigmented, so amazing. So let's get started. Here I'm using my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. As always, just rubbing that in all over my face, making sure I get everywhere. Just keeps me nice and hydrated. And then going in with my MAC Strobe Cream and just applying that with a damp beauty blender just on the high points of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and just above my brows. I love applying strobe cream just because it gives more of like that 3D effect when you add your powder highlight on top. Also, if you're just looking for more of a subtle look, you can just use the strobe cream by itself, but make sure you do that before you use your foundation. I'm then going to get some sticky tape and my MAC Prolonger Concealer as my eye primer. I find this gives a really nice base, and then I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty blender. Start zooming in really close for you, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just getting any fluffy brush and just my translucent powder just to now powder over the primer that we used to set it so that blending is nice and easy. I'm now going to go in with my fluffy brush and the color Tempera or Tempera, not sure, and just apply that all over my lid just as it's a nice color to blend into. Keeps everything looking nice and smooth. Making sure to apply this evenly, I'm then going to go in with the colour Warm Taupe and that same black fluffy brush and just apply that to the outer corner of the eye, blending inwards, not to go too far above my crease. Now start off with less and then blend out, and then just keep adding more because it saves you having to blend out really hard if you apply too much product to begin with. Make sure to tap off the excess after you apply it, as this is quite pigmented. You don't want to kind of put it on your face and just have this big brown mark that just will go nowhere. Making sure you blend that as much as you can, as it's just going to make your job easier after. So then going in with the Sigma E25 or a MAC 217, they're both the same, and I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more and pack on that colour just to give it a bit more of a pigmented look. Then with that same E25 or 217, I'm just going in with the colour Burnt Orange and just applying that in the outer corner where you did before, not blending it in as far. We're just trying to build up the colours to create more of a 3D look and just giving it more depth. I really do love this style of the brush, the E25. I just find it blends really nicely, but it also packs on colour when you need it. I don't really find a real big difference between the MAC 217 or the Sigma E25. Zoeva also does one, which I'm not sure what the name is. They're all pretty similar. Honestly, if you're wanting to buy one but don't want to spend $60 on a MAC brush, go with Sigma or go with Zoeva. They all do the exact same thing and do it really well. I'm now going in with that brush in the colour Love Letter in the same palette and just applying that into the outer corner just to deepen it even further and give a pop of a pink. Then going in with that same brush and the colour Red Ochre and just applying it into the same spot. All we're doing is we're just deepening that area. We're just adding colour on top of colour to give it more of a 3D look, to create more of an oomph. I'm just grabbing the same style brush, just a clean one, just so I can blend out the edges a little bit. Just make sure that you blend as you go. It just makes it so much easier and you don't have so much work to do at the end. I'm then just going to go in the colour Venetian Red and that same brush that we've been using for all those other colours, and the same outer corner, but I'm also dragging that a little bit across the top of the lid into the crease. And please don't mind my open mouth concentration face. I try so hard to stop it, I really do, and nothing helps. It's so embarrassing. I don't even know, I look like one of those clowns at the shows that they move the head back and forth and you put the golf balls down it. I look like an absolute weirdo. I'm then going to go back in with the colour Love Letter and just apply that a bit further over the top of the lid and deepen the crease a little bit. And then going back in with that clean E25 and just blending out a bit just to so it all looks nice and neat and smooth and not too sharp. Then I'm going to go in with a flat thick brush and the color Tempera and just apply that to the inner corner and the middle of the lid, just so it has that more of an ombre effect going from light to dark. Make sure you're using a flat brush just because that will pack on the product really, really well, and then going through with a clean E25 and just blending that out. And then going in with the color Primavera, I think it's called, and that same brush, and just applying that from the inner corner to the center of the lid, just to give that ombre effect, light to dark, and then blending that out when needed. I always like to then go in with that same brush that we've been using to apply all the product and blend it into the lid color just so it looks nice and seamless. Then blending the top of the eyeshadow to keep it nice and smooth, and then taking off the tape. I'm then going in with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid and my F80 Kabuki brush with my Fix Plus, and just applying that foundation all over the face and down the neck because you want it to meet nicely with your tan. I don't tan my face as it tends to break me out, so I just usually have a pale face, tan neck until I put makeup on. Then as usual, my Urban Decay concealer, I apply that just under my eyes in those 3 strokes because you don't want to put too much on the top of my nose, my chin, my cupid's bow and my forehead, and then just blending that out with a damp beauty blender. I like to do everything apart from my eyes because I just like to let the concealer sink into under my eyes to keep them nice and bright. I like to then blend that out with the tapered end of the beauty blender as it just gets under those eyes really, really nicely. Trouble of having a really fluffy white dog is you get hair everywhere, I kid you not. Also, you can never blend too much, just keep blending. If you're unsure, blend, blend, blend. Then going in with my NYE Translucent powder and a big fluffy brush and just setting my foundation. I don't really tend to get oily, it's just a habit I guess. I'm then going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, the middle colour, and just setting my under eye concealer with the lighter colour to highlight further. I then like to apply that same colour under where I will contour to make those natural cheekbones pop. Who are we kidding? I don't have natural cheekbones, that's why we fake it. Then a fluffy brush in that bottom middle colour and just create some cheekbones and depth by contouring with that same colour. I like to apply this on my cheekbones, under my chin and my forehead. Everyone's different. You contour depending on the face shape. There's not just one way to contour. Yeah, it totally depends on your actual face shape. If you're rounded, oval, heart shaped. You can find all that on Google, I guess. This is the best way that I find works for me, the most pleasing to me. So if you think it's too much, that's fine. If you think it's not enough, that's fine. This is just what I like. Then going in with my MAC Sunbasque and a blush brush and just applying that above where we've just contoured and bringing it down a little bit further. Again, this is what I love. If you think it's too much, I totally understand that. If you don't think it's enough, I get that, but this is just what I love. Alright, but can we take a minute for this beautiful ass palette? My favorite. Holy moly, look at it. It's gold. It's gold. It's diamonds. It's gold. It's everything. I'm using Prosecco and Champagne Pop and my Furless blending brush and just applying that above where I've just applied the contour and the blush. I like a really, really pigmented highlight. I'm all about that life. See me from the moon, like I don't even care. I'm all about that. Alright, I'm too poor to afford a nose job and way too scared to go under the knife, so we're going to contour this baby away. Just going in with a stiff brush and the same colour that we used to contour and just applying that on either side of the bridge and the nose, blending it out as we go. I'm then going to go in with the colour we used to highlight and just put that down the bridge of the nose, and then Champagne Pop on a smaller blending brush down the bridge of the nose too. Now can we please just appreciate this highlight, because highlight is my life. Like, it's my addiction and I need help. I'm just kidding, no I don't, I just need more highlight. Alright, now onto brows. I'm using a spoolie and my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in soft brown and a Zoeva. I think it's an eyeliner brush, but I use it for brows. Oh well, I love it. It works for me. I'm just going to brush the hairs down with the spoolie and then applying the brow powder like that, brushing the brow hairs up and then applying the powder underneath and then setting it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. This just keeps them in place and on fleek. Just kidding. Ooh, yuck. I said that. Mascara, I talk about this all the time. I use it on all of my clients and I recommend it to everyone. It's just the Maybelline Blackest Black mascara. It's incredible. Honestly, it doesn't flake or anything. So I'm just applying this to my lashes with the disposable mascara wand, and that's it. We're then just going to go in with the same colours that we used for the top of the lid and blend them and join them to the bottom lid, just so that it doesn't make it too heavy on top, and it just kind of makes it more of a seamless look. I'm using a stiff pencil brush to apply it, and then I'm blending out with a MAC 217 or Sigma E25. So next are lashes. These are the Lily lashes in the style Mykonos, and these are my babies. Like these are a drug to me. These get me high, sweats if I don't wear them for too long. Like holy moly. And they're so easy to apply and just so beautiful. Not for the faint-hearted though. As you can see, they are massive. And obviously probably couldn't wear them if you didn't have much lid space / any lid space, but they are so beautiful. If you do have lid space or are just willing to try them, get them because they are amazing. Like, look at the difference that these lashes make. They're a little bit hard to apply because the band is a little bit stiffer, because it does have to support such thick, voluminous lashes. Don't mind my singing intro, wow. But just getting the Socialized lash applicator and squeezing them together, making sure it applies properly, and you're good to go. Now going in with my MAC Velvet Teddy, my personal one, because like when would I never wear this? I don't know, because it's so amazing. It goes with everything. Just applying that over both lips, not to overdraw because I already do have a massive lips. When I overdraw them I look ridiculous. Then just applying mascara to the bottom lashes, my Fix Plus and my Urban Decay, and you're ready to go. Thank you so much guys. It was so good to film this again and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye!